Our journey on the Parsnip begins 75 kilometers north of Prince George off of the Chichinka Forest Service Road. There's a launch point accessible at the Anzac Bridge to put in for the trip. From here, the river takes us 60 kilometers north, where we eventually exit at the Highway 97 bridge just before the Mackenzie Junction. The slow-flowing Class 1 to 2 river makes for an excellent multi-day trip in the northern BC backcountry. During the first documented trip across Canada in 1808, Simon Fraser traveled the Parsnip guided by local First Nations, who eventually led him and his men to Canada's west coast. We may not be explorers commissioned by the Northwest Company, but rather modern-day weekend warriors hoping to retrace a small piece of Canadian history. The origin of the river's name likely comes from the plentiful cow's parsnip growing on its riverbanks. This makes for a small portion of the various flora and fauna in the area. Over the course of our trip, we saw bears, river otter, and plenty of signs of animals, including scattered elk tracks on the many gravel bars. These gravel bars of the Parsnip offer plenty of opportunities for backcountry camping. Along the shoreline, there are also several tributary creeks which flow into the Parsnip's waters, offering angling opportunities for the many species of fish which inhabit this Arctic watershed. Once we set up camp and end our day's paddle, our group gathers around the fire. Here we may not be all that different from the early explorers who traveled these parts, exchanging stories around the campfire at night. The outdoors offer an undoubted sense of connection, both to the natural world we inhabit, its history, and those we share these experiences with. Trips like the Parsnip River are a reminder of this and a constant desire to never stop exploring.